Forgiveness. It's such an easy word to say and very easy to understand, but it's so hard to do. Why is it hard to forgive someone, whether it's someone else or ourselves? And what impact does it have on our lives?
Great question. Big word. I performed a couple of weddings on the weekend, and I do a little talk in between, during the wedding. And the talk that I do is on forgiveness.
Interesting. Tell me more.
I basically say to couples, hey, listen, you guys are holding each other's hands right now, and you'll still be doing this in 30, 50, 60 years if you will put one attribute in place, and that is have a spirit of forgiveness. Honestly, you'll get through everything if you can just have a spirit of forgiveness. And, there's an old saying, it says, forgiveness is an attribute of the gods. It's actually, it's transcendent. When you forgive, it is so counterculture. Because let me tell you what human nature is. I want justice. All right. So when someone does something wrong, the judge in our court system doesn't say, you know what, I forgive you, go home. No, there's a judicial system. You've done the wrong thing. You must pay a price. And let me tell you what can often happen just in our personal lives is when someone's done something wrong to us, they must pay a price. Now, we know we can't hurt them. In other words, we can't go and abuse them. We can't go and break their leg. We shouldn't be anyway. But what we can do is we're going to hurt them on the inside of us. That's what unforgiveness is. I'm hurting you on the inside of me. I'm thinking negative thoughts about you. I want you to be hurt. I want you to be destroyed in one way or another inside of me, because I can't touch you physically, but I can on the inside. Now, what we don't realize is, I think it was Nelson Mandela who said, drinking poison doesn't kill your enemy. And unforgiveness is like having poison inside you, thinking it's going to kill your enemy, and it just doesn't. The only thing it does is it hurts you.
Yeah. And
having a spirit that is just hot with anger and unforgiveness towards somebody, honestly, it's a detriment to your health. It actually uses up CPU space, like on a computer when you've got applications that are open. It actually uses up brain space that you can't be the best you while you're very busy maintaining an anger, an injustice. I would love something bad to happen to you. While you've got that spirit inside, it actually uses up brain space to be creative, to be free-flowing, to be loving. And I think we can compartmentalize our lives. Like, I love this, but I'm going to have unforgiveness there. No, it leaks. It leaks like nuclear waste leaking out of a metal barrel, right? It just leaks, and eventually it ends up in every area of your life. And so if there was something I could say to every person, I'd say, you know what, just be a really forgiving person, including yourself. The person that we often hold the most unforgiveness toward is ourselves. How could I have done that? How could I have said that to that person? How could I have done what I did with my body when I was younger? And you can hold unforgiveness toward yourself. You've got to just learn to forgive and just move forward. It's just a better way to live. There's even been links to cancer. There's been studies, and I'm certainly not suggesting anyone who's got cancer has got unforgiveness, but it sort of seems to be that the people that have got unforgiveness often can have some real detrimental health issues. Definitely.
Because it does act like a poison, so to speak, internally to us, because we're so worked up about something, and it's like it does impact all other aspects of our lives. So
yeah, and we find ourselves sitting at the set of traffic lights having, those conversations in our own head, like what you should have said. And doesn't it sound great the way you should have said it? And I should have said that. The minute that she said that over the boardroom table, I should have just said, but what about you in 2003? Remember you? You know what? That's brain space that you should have been thinking about the next deal that's coming up and how you can get that next client or that next company up and going. And you've wasted 15 minutes on your way to work or home or whatever, thinking about what could have said, you should have said. And I say to my staff, you're not Steven Spielberg. Stop making movies in your head. Stop making movies. And they all laugh because they know what I'm saying. Come on, you know, if you're going to make a movie, let it be a rom-com. You know, if you're going to make a movie, let it be, just a film that is going to move you forward, not send you backwards. You don't get out of your car angry. Get out of your car full of joy, right?
Yeah. Because from those stories, I mean, we assume a lot of things as well. So then we've created this whole story in our head, which hasn't even played out or might not necessarily be true. So.
And that's the thing. It might not be true. Like if that person was in the room, they would have a lot of things to say to counter your argument, but they're not there. So you feel like I'm killing this argument. I am so right, but no one's there to really give you the counter argument. So,
correct.
Right. So I just think it's a better way to live, you know.